Malo Lele, welcome back to the Film Squad. My name is Lita, and today's topic is Tongan musicians. And today's guest is my cousin Robbie. Would you please introduce yourself?
Thank you, Lita. Malo Lele. My name is Robertanna. Most people call me Robbie. I am a music tutor at Sistema Aotearoa, a school that's based in Otara that teaches kids how to play string instruments. I'm very excited to be here to talk about myself as a Tongan musician with you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, cuz I have a couple questions to ask you. What is your favorite music to listen to, and what is your top 3 songs?
I like listening to different types of music depending on my mood. So if I'm driving, I always put my car music playlist on. It has a lot of instrumental music on there, especially one of my favorite composers. He's a Japanese composer. His name is Joe Hisaishi. I really enjoy his music. For people who've seen Spirited Away, he did the music for that movie. But right now, because his stress levels are quite high, my favorite 3 songs have to be Thinking of You by Sister Sledge, Through the Fire by Chaka Khan, and also Perfect to Me by Josh Satofi.
Do you have a favorite instrument and why?
I think a lot of people assume that it's the piano because that's my main instrument, and it is. It's also something that I'm just very comfortable playing. But one of my favorite instruments that I like to play at the moment that I'm currently learning, is something called the viola. The viola it looks like a violin, but it's just a tad bit bigger, and it just has a lower sound. So it's not a cello because the cello is too big for me. So that's why I just hang in the middle and play the viola. So I'm just learning that at the moment, learning it from one of my friends who play the violin. She's a very good violinist.
How has music influenced your journey growing up in New Zealand?
Music has played a very important role in my life. It started when I was 7 years old, when I was playing in church with Dad. My first instrument was playing the ukulele, and then I went to the guitar. It also was from watching a lot of people in my church play for Mass. And one of the instruments that a lot of people played was the piano. And so I wanted to learn the piano, and that started at 9 years old. I didn't start playing the piano in church until I was about 13 years old, same age where I started learning how to play the cornet. So the cornet, or most people know the trumpet, it's a brass instrument. A lot of Tongan people who are musicians, a lot of them also play a brass instrument. It's a very prominent instrument in Tonga. So I'm very lucky to learn that instrument because Dad was playing in a brass band in Howick. So we were able to play with him not only in the brass band but also in church. And playing in church, I met a lot of people. Last year, I had my first music director gig for a small production called Koroseta that was based out in Basement Theatre out in the city. And then that went to my second music director job, that is still currently my music director job as for Dominant 7. So our first gig was back in June 2024, where we played for different artists like Summer Jordan with a Y, Romy Wrights, and a group from the Koroseta group. So all of that has led me to pursue more in my music career. One of my proudest moments right now is conducting the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra for Mana Moana in Wellington. So I was very lucky to conduct Sueli Oi Vasviki, a Tongan song. And yeah, so there's a lot that has influenced my music career, but those are just the main ones.
How did you get to where you are today?
In all honesty, music wasn't the career pathway I wanted to take, because I just didn't see where it could take me. When I was 18 years old, I couldn't see where it would take me in the next 5 years. I really wanted to do accounting, but my support system, they've always seen my music talent, and I never saw it. So I was really lucky to have mum and dad support me, take me to all my music lessons. And like I mentioned before, last year was a big year for me as a musician. It's just the people that have surrounded me, my environment. Just very lucky to be in an era where we have a few Tongan musicians that are studying towards classical music, especially my group, Dominant Seven. There are about 5 of us that are Tongans, 4 of us who studied classical music in at the University of Auckland. So I'm just really lucky to be surrounded by people who continuously inspire me to be the best musician that I could ever be. Being able to take pride in my work, to showcase to everyone is very important to me. And that's, I think, what has got me to where I am today is the people that surround me, the people who just always inspires me to be better every day.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hope I'm still playing alongside Dominant Seven, my friends. I hope that I'm still working in the community, teaching kids how to play a string instrument, and hopefully still inspiring our young musicians to be the best musicians they could ever be.
What advice would you give me or other kids that's interested in music?
Practicing is a very important aspect for music, so practicing a lot, listening to all your favorite music, also attending concerts. You know, it's not your normal concerts where, you know, you have your favorite artist singing in the front. Sometimes it could be an orchestra playing in front of you. And there are so many options you can choose, music instrument options that you could choose to learn. So just learning an instrument, practicing it, listening to different types of music, playing different types of music. So there's a lot of things, but also learning how to talk to other people as well. It's very important networking in the music world. So meeting a lot of people and just enjoying life, enjoying having music in your life as well.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Robbie. My favorite part was when you said Josh Totofi was your favorite artist, and I like him too. Did you want to say anything else before we close?
I'd like to say thank you to you, Lita, for having me on this show. Thank you to Feleme Squad. I'm very honored to be here to talk about myself as a Tongan musician. So thank you for giving me the space to share that, to also hopefully inspire everyone else.
Till next time, later.
Bye!